Alright, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while since I uploaded. I try to upload a few videos every week, or like one or two at least. But today I'm gonna try and get out like maybe like two or three. We'll see how it goes. If you see a lot, then you see a lot. If you don't, also I appreciate all of the views, the few views that I'm getting on my reaction to Kai Foster's videos. Like I said, go check her out. She's a great YouTuber. Go watch her videos. Same thing I'm gonna say with this guy, Sneako. He's a great YouTuber. Go watch his videos. I'd love to be able to create content the way they do. You know, they definitely inspire me. And I'm gonna keep doing reaction videos to if I see a video that they make that I really do like, or if I see a video from another YouTuber, or if I find inspirational YouTubers. I'll also react to music videos that I think, you know, if they got bars, then I'm gonna react to it. Anything that I feel like the content, it's good content. They're actually giving, you know, something like semi-inspirational, or it's good music, or it's bars, or whatever it is. I'm gonna react to it if I think it has some type of value. So without further ado, let's get into this video. I'll stop it when I think he's saying something that I can probably touch on. Other than that, let's get into this video. And thank you again if you clicked on this video and you take any of what I say and use it to, you know, think about life, think about what you're going through, think about how you think about things. You know, you use my input to further develop your own thoughts. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button just now. All right.
Why do artists become better when they're dead? Like me and everyone else in New York, I've been thinking a lot about the death of Pop Smoke. I've never seen an artist blow up in this city the way he did. I'd wake up every morning hearing someone play Dior, every...
That's facts. If you're from New York, you know everyone in New York plays Pop Smoke. Me and myself, I listen to his whole album, but I don't really play it all that too heavy because I listen to a lot of other artists. But if you go to any party or any kickback or anything that someone's having right now, they're probably gonna play Pop Smoke. Probably gonna play one of his songs. You go to the club, well, you know, it's pandemic, so you're not going to a club. But like if you go to your friend's house, you're chilling, Pop Smoke's probably gonna come on if y'all playing music at some point. He's the biggest artist in New York, period, at the moment. And his music, due to his death, especially, his music blew up crazy. Yeah, as a New Yorker, as a Queen, well, I don't want to say New Yorker because I hate Manhattan, on it, to be completely honest with you. I'm from Queens, but everyone here plays Pop Smoke. He's definitely the biggest artist in New York, other than if you want to say 6ix9ine, but he's kind of, because people were they didn't want to play him, his album flopped recently, so there's that. But
Every BMW speeding down the Ave was and still is blasting Christopher Walken saying they outside. He became the voice of NYC in like 6 months and then died before he could enjoy it. He was never mainstream until he was alive, which I didn't realize until I went around the country. And whenever he came up in conversation, someone would be like, "You didn't listen to him until after he died." The sad reality for a young artist, dying is one of the best career moves you could have.
that's facts. Dying is one of the best career moves you can have. Look at all of the greats. Most of the greats, XXX Tentacion, he died. His music blew up crazy. There was murals all over for him, even though a lot of people don't like him due to the abusive whatever he was doing. But yeah, a lot of people do. Biggie, Tupac. Look at who else? Lil Peep, which I think he touches on later in this video, but I'm not gonna get into that because I'll talk about that when it comes up. But it really is one of the best career moves you can have. Even as a kid, when I was growing up, you hear about an artist that dies and then their paintings blow up. It's like, why couldn't you cherish me when I was alive? That's how a lot of people feel, even with regular people. Some people die and a lot of people are like, oh, give your flowers to the living. It's like, yeah, you really should cherish the people in your life while they're alive, but a lot of people don't do that, or they realize that they didn't cherish them enough, or they didn't get to say what they really wanted to say to a person. Sometimes it's hard to do that, which is why we end up in these types of situations. people didn't even realize how good his music was, or they think it's better than it is after he passes on. I see a lot of my friends even who like, they're like, oh, Pop Smoke, King of New York, like they're just always playing his music or talking about his music. And me in general, I don't do that, because like, bro, I heard him, I heard Welcome to the Party before it started getting popping, and then I saw the views later on, and that shit blowing up. And I'm just happy for the fact that he was able to do that, because the reason I even react to a lot of these drill rappers, like whatever, you know, is because they're all, and I kind of somewhat support what they're doing, because with the music thing, you can really make it out of the hood, make it out of the struggle. And I feel like that's why a lot of these rappers do it, because, you know, you don't have to sell drugs no more. You don't have to live the way you was living before. Like, you can really change your life just by talking on the beat. And you could get out the struggle like that. A lot of them are really just trying to make it out the struggle. My voice is, you know, it really hits me, because like, we're all really just trying to make it out the same struggle. Even me with this YouTube thing, I'm just doing this because I think one day it could possibly help me to support my family and maybe make it out the struggle that I'm in. I'm not in the deep struggle that some people are in, but we're all just trying to make it out, trying to make a better way, pave a better path. So, and he did it, and then it all got taken away. And that should remind you that even if you make it out, you gotta be careful, because everything could disappear just like that.
If the streams are low, kill yourself and you'll go viral. Your publicity skyrockets, your label pushes you harder, and you become a legend, even if you don't really deserve it. My mom was asking me about Lil Peep. Lil Peep, why does a 50-year-old Asian woman know who Lil Peep is? Because when he dies, his life becomes a story. He gets a mainstream documentary with the perfect Rotten Tomato score, even though his music is pretty average. Drugged out SoundCloud rap isn't good enough.
I just want to stop it here, and just to you know, my own viewpoint, but I never listened to Lil Peep, and yeah, I still haven't listened to him. I couldn't tell you one of his songs, to be honest with you. And when he died, he did blow up, and he blew up solely because of his death. And yeah, it's just interesting how dying can really broaden your audience, per se. All right, let's continue.
To warrant a documentary on its own. But the face tats, the drug addiction, cult fan base, all that immortalizes him instantly. In a weird way, dying gives his work validity. It's like when Chester Bennington of Linkin Park killed himself, all his songs become real.
Yeah, it does. Dying does give your work validity, especially for a lot of these drug rappers, because people don't really think they're about it, or like, you know, pictures sometimes isn't even enough. You need like a video. Like, a video comes out of Future. Well, Future has the proof, like, well, not with the drugs thing, but like with the women, all the baby mamas he has, that's proof right there. It makes his work and his lyrics more valid. Like, She for the Streets, the amount of baby mamas he has. Or look at, for example, well, he brings up Chester Bennington. I like Linkin Park, but not sure if I said his last name properly. But yeah, when he died, it really made his work more valid because of what he's speaking about. Same with Pop Smoke, same with all these other rappers. Honestly, I don't know if it makes their work more valid, but they did say he died with a gun on him, I believe, or he was shooting back. He did something, or he tried to defend himself, I believe. I could be wrong, but makes his work more valid, because he was saying if you run up on him, he got it with him, and he's gonna, you know, you never think that he was gonna die, but he wasn't the only one that died. There was KJ Baller. KJ Baller died, got shot. There's Nick Blicky. He got shot. He died. Those are all Brooklyn rappers, all three of them. If you don't know, now you know. But a lot of people don't know that there's other rappers besides Pop Smoke over here in New York and Brooklyn doing this drill thing. Forget Queens, because Queens, we don't really have that many drill rappers like that. But yeah, it's mostly Long Island and Brooklyn right now running the rap scene, or Bronx. You could say Bronx, Brooklyn, or Long Island. Those are the places running the rap scene in New York. And yeah, it makes the work more valid when you die. Because these rappers talk like they're really about it. And then, you know, if you die and you was holding your ground, you was fighting back, or you had a gun on you, was shooting something up, they're like, oh, he was really with it. So, but yeah, it's just the reality of what they live in. Because it can happen at any time, any moment.
I'm dancing with my demons, I'm hanging off the edge. People start saying, oh, he really meant that. If Kurt Cobain was still alive, would his face be on every shirt at Urban Outfitters?
If Tupac and Biggie were alive, would they still be called the greatest, or would they be washed up and corny like Eminem?
Think about it, if Eminem had OD'd in 2003, there would be no debate about his greatness. Unfortunately, dying young.
See, the Biggie and Tupac with the Eminem thing, Eminem, you know, some people might disagree with me, but he is kind of washed up and corny now, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna hold you. I like his old stuff, but I don't like his new stuff at all. You could disagree with me, but I feel like there's a lot of new rappers in Detroit. Rio the Young OG, who I react to twice already. It's definitely like I'd put him over Eminem right now, to be honest with you. Not old Eminem, but I'd put him over Eminem right now. With Tupac and Biggie, I think they could be like Lil Wayne, because like I don't want to bring the race thing, but you know, Eminem's white, Tupac, Biggie, they're black. Lil Wayne, you know, he's had a run from so far back, and he's still good. Like he could hop on the track, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, he's gonna make it fire. He's gonna make it more heat. So who knows in the next 10, 20 years if people are gonna say he's trash or he's washed up if he hops on a song. But it really depends on the individual rapper. Because Eminem is just, that's an anomaly, to be honest with you. But yeah, a lot of old rappers, they do become washed up, unfortunately. But I don't believe that would have been the same case with Biggie and Tupac. So that was not really a good comparison right there between Biggie and Tupac and Eminem.
Immortalizes you. Death is entertaining. There's a problem on both sides here. Rappers earn credibility robbing people and catching bodies, and then the middle-class suburban kids live vicariously through it. There's subreddits like Chiracology and New York State of Mind that keep up with the drill rappers of their cities, and in the comments they debate what rapper is actually like that. They speculate and investigate how many bodies they catch like it's called.
Actually, I want to talk about something I just saw. So if you know who 22 G's is, that's a drill rapper. If you know who forgot his name. Yeah, but basically 22 G's dropped a song, or the other guy, I forgot his name. They dropped a song. I might remember in this video, but they dropped a song together, and Sneako commented in the comments, and he was like, folk rappers don't get enough, they get blackballed, they don't get enough views, basically, which is debatable, but I didn't really like that song. Just gonna get my review. 22 G's, and well, 22 G's was spitting, but it was a iffy song. Like I can't see that playing anywhere. Like it's just the drill rap. Sometimes like the beat or like the words don't it's not that interesting sometimes. I don't know. Let me continue.
Call of Duty. Academics made a whole career off this, sitting behind a laptop covering gang wars in Chicago like it's celebrity gossip. There's entire YouTube channels that make pretty good videos reading arrest records from the police that explain RICO charges and gang takedowns. It feels like watching a mob movie, and that's the problem. This is real life. People keep dying and we keep watching. Post Malone blew up wearing cornrows and grills, rapping about his homies shooting up your block, and now he's doing rock ballads with Ozzy Osbourne. That's really what he wants to do. He's a guitar player, not a gangster.
Exactly. Some of these people are just culture vultures. They feed on, like, it's debatable whether he's a culture vulture or not, but some people even call Drake a culture vulture. Like, a lot of these people aren't in this life, but they talk about it or they speak on it, and they get big off of it. They get famous, and they continue to speak on it like they're part of it. And it's like, you never really know if they're about it or not, if they're really, really about it, but it's funny how you can just use, or you can just use like references or like even accents, or you could use like, you could take from another culture, use it as your own, and blow up from it. It's interesting. And then you have other people who are actually in it, actually about it, not coming up and dying off of it. So kind of sucks, but it's just the reality of the situation that can't really be changed at the moment.
But that's how you get people to pay attention. 6ix9ine was very open about this in his New York Times interview. He had fans in Europe, but he's a kid from Brooklyn. No one cares about Slovakia. So he paid off the 9 Trey Bloods to pose in his video, and you know the rest. He ratted on all of them, and now he's making Mexican music. Vincent Van Gogh got rich from the grave. Basquiat went from doing graffiti in the Lower East Side to selling a painting for $110 million after he died. It's not just hip hop. It makes me think that art is a lie, or at least what they tell you belongs in a museum. The story behind a painting sells it. And the best art derives from pain. We all know it. Emotion makes music, and pain is the strongest feeling. Every creative can relate to feeling like they shouldn't improve their lives out of fear that they'll lose their edge.
Alright, so I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what he means right there. Some people choose to stay in the environment that they're in so that they can continue doing what they're doing. It's like with rappers, like once they start getting on, it's like they still rap about the same thing, because it's like, what else do they have to rap about? They probably have a man's or know someone who's still in that situation, or they still have to carry guns with them. They still rap about the same shit, like violence, guns, drugs. Instead of changing it up, considering that the fact that their life has changed and they could literally remove themselves from all of those situations, but they choose to continue doing it because they don't know anything else, or they don't think people will like their music if they start doing something different. That's even with YouTubers. Some of them post same stuff, same videos. They don't try and change it up. That's kind of why I made this channel, because I have a gaming channel where I'm kind of in the same situation. I'm posting the same game, not really changing it up. Whereas this channel, I don't really care. I'm gonna post a reaction to any video, talk about whatever I want here. That's the point of this channel. And if someone likes it, they like it. If you don't, you don't. Doesn't matter to me. So that's what some of these artists, you know, that it's almost like being trapped in a box, because they're scared that if they don't have the pain or the situation that they're in, that they can't produce good content, which is might be true for some people, might not be true for others.
That if we fix our problems, we'll lose what makes us unique. There's profit in your pain. Your favorite stand-up comedians are depressed.
Facts. That's why a lot of rappers are stuck where they are, because the pain makes the music. And if you're not in pain, then how are you going to make your music? Artists, your pain comes from like where you are, where you were in life. Once you get on, like, it might be hard to produce art. Where you going to find your muse from? Where you going to find this from? If you don't have pain, a lot of stories come from pain. A lot of the most best-selling books come from pain. Yeah, it's just part of life. Like, a lot of YouTubers start what they're doing because they don't have anything else to do. They literally have nothing else. So they start YouTube and hope that it works out and they stay consistent. And so, yeah.
The best musicians are drug addicts. If you get rewarded for your errors, are they really wrong?
To answer that question, obviously yes. But, you know, that was probably a rhetorical question. But yeah, if you get rewarded for your errors, that doesn't make them not wrong. They're still wrong. But yeah.
Well, I'm with Convoke. He's an artist. He doesn't want to say rapper, but I consider him a rapper.
Is this just how you introduce people? You're just like...
Just listing their whole accomplishments.
Yeah, no, you just...
He's also wearing a tie-dye shirt.
I want the viewer to understand. He literally just whipped the camera out within like 2 seconds is filming and like already interrogating me. It's very impressive.
Okay, so we're talking about how...
Yeah, just skip it.
We're just talking about how pain comes with art. Yeah. You're saying that, how would you further boost your career right now? Like what action could you commit?
Oh, I see what we're saying. Okay, so basically we were just on the subject of the fact that when artists die or commit suicide, it further legitimizes their art.
See, it's funny because you went straight to the topic that I guess they were talking about before, but like there's a whole lot of other stuff that he could have probably talked about to like boost his music, or like, I mean, there's probably a decent amount of ways in which he could think about, and ways in which he could boost his music or his audience. But he went straight to the topic that they were talking about, which is why Sneako probably whipped out his camera, because he probably really wanted to touch on this topic since they were talking about it. And yeah, legitimize his art and what he talks about in his music, saying killing himself would boost it, which is debatable. With some artists, depending on how, like, if you already have a fan base, killing yourself will boost it. But if you don't, there's also a possibility that you killing yourself, no one will even check out your work or your music. So, you know, but most of the times, if you already have like a decent sized fan base, or it's like even a small group of people who really rock with your music, killing yourself and all of those people talking about you will boost it a lot. So, but let's continue. The video is almost over. I turned a 6-minute video into almost 20 minutes. Sorry about that.
For instance, I think about killing myself a lot. I just do. Not a big deal, whatever. And if I actually did it, it would legitimize what I say in my music, because people would be like, oh my God, this is way more serious now. The same way, like with Linkin Park, you know, Chester Bennington killed himself, and he had a lot of fucking music that was about really dark themes, and it like further legitimizes, and like, oh man, it's so much more deep now. And I think it's just like, it's really unfortunate, but I think it's almost the way it has to be, like, if that makes sense, where it's like to cement yourself as like a fixture that was honest and, you know, made some really pivotal shit. You know, you dying in some form or another definitely legitimizes your art, and it's really unfortunate. I don't think it's a good thing, but it's just the way it is, you know. And I'm not gonna do it.
So it's good for your career.
It is good for your career. It's unfortunate, but like, it's actually, well, it's not good for your career because you're not.
Well,
there
if you
want to
boost your album sales,
yeah, I guess, but like,
kill yourself.
We could we can make it a joke. I mean, it's like a funny thing, and it's also like so unfunny at the same time. But yeah, you know, if you want to fucking make sure that your next of kin makes a shit ton of money and you're an artist, yeah, if you killed yourself, your shit would blow the fuck up, and it's really sad. It's just the way it is, dude.
Yeah, I think Vincent's in here.
Yo, Vincent, did you hear?
What?
Did you hear?
What?
Skillshare is giving away 2.
All right, that's kind of the end of the video, because I think all he does is promote his thing and show Patreon. So I'm gonna end this video right there, not show the rest. But basically, yeah, killing yourself it definitely does boost your art. I think one of the reasons why is because, you know, that's like your final masterpiece, basically. Like Pop Smoke's thing, since this video was mostly about Pop Smoke, his last album, I think it has like a record sale, like it did pretty good. And that's because he's dead. That's his last work, his final work. Nothing else is coming out, or more than likely nothing else is coming out after that. So the fact that it's his last work, a lot of people are gonna listen to it. It's the last thing. There's nothing else coming. This is the end. Like, and a lot of people, you know, the end is, you know, it's something a lot of people think about. Like, it sucks, but like pain and death really does boost everything. It makes people like find entertainment in that. So yeah, that's where I'm ending this video. I could probably talk on and on about this. I could probably talk for a whole 30 minutes to an hour, but I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna cut it short right here. If you like the content, please go check out Sneako's channel, because he's a great YouTuber, inspirational. His videos really make you think about life, introspective. Me and my bros would sit around and talk, like my actual brothers. So when I say bros, people think I'm talking about my friends, but we would sit around and talk about a lot of stuff. So this is something that I appreciate, because introspective, you know, thinking not a lot of people are like this. So that's what my channel is about. So watch his videos. I said Kai Foster in this video, so watch her videos. Go subscribe to them. Subscribe to me if you want to see me react to more stuff. But thank you for your time. I just wasted like 25 minutes of it. I appreciate you for watching this. I appreciate anyone who subscribes and likes off of this. Share this with whoever you want if you think it's, you know, good content. Thank you again for watching. I said that like 5 times.